one of the more difficult parts about getting the dash out of the GT is getting to these 4 screws that hold it in. There's one right here. There's one about right there, one about right there, and then another one right there. Now, normally you take the windshield out to do this, but you can see my windshield is really nice. It's new chrome, new rubber. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to remove it differently. Now, there's also these 3 bolts here, and those are on either side. These are easy to get to, just standard Phillips screwdriver. But what we're gonna do right now is get the hard ones out first. So what I'm using is a antique flat blade screwdriver. This is one of my antique tools that I like. It's got a really nice ratcheting mechanism, but and it has a 1/8 inch tiny tip flat blade. And I couldn't get this with my long Phillips screwdrivers, but this one fits in pretty well. Let me see if I can get an angle there for you. So what I'm gonna do here is just, and you don't have enough room, you can see I'm hitting on the window to try to get the right angle. It's very difficult to get it where you want it. So there you go. Nope, not quite. Okay, got it now. All right, so now I'm turning it. I would highly recommend using a ratcheting screwdriver for this, because it will take a very long time without one. It's almost impossible to get the correct angle on these screws. There we go. First one out. So this second one's going to be even more difficult. As you can see, it's right here by the defroster vent, and I can't even get my finger to it, it's so tight. I'll try with my screwdriver trick again, but I'm not very confident about this one. I think I'll probably have to either make a special tool or go get like a flexible screwdriver. And I'm gonna go outside again like I was and look through the window. I'm gonna try another trick. I took the handle off of the screwdriver. See if I can get the blade on it at least. And maybe I can get a pair of vice grips or something to grab it. But I can't even get a blade on it. I think it's because my dash is bowed upward a little bit. Okay, I don't know. This is gonna be tough. Okay. After going through all my screwdrivers, I finally found one that I can get in here. So let me move my camera again. So this is just a, a little bitty flathead, about, I don't know, 5 to 6 inches long, 1 hand long, and probably an 1/8 inch thick tip or something. Pretty small. So I can just barely get it in there and then turn. And it's not ratcheting, so that sucks, but it's coming. Okay, I got it. Got it. All right, so that little screw right there is giving me a heck of a time. If you can see, the crack goes, and my dash goes right up to that. The dash is slightly bowed there, and I can't get this screwdriver to get me quite enough clearance to get in the angle there. So I hate to do this to such a nice screwdriver. I mean, this is probably like a $5 screwdriver from Craftsman, but we've got to get this thing out. So I'm going to modify it. the Kyler way. And you can see I have it put into a drill. If I can get this focused. And now, turn on my grinder. I'm gonna grind it. So I put that on the drill so I could get more of a smooth line on the grinder. And now the screwdriver is much smaller, and I was able to get 1/4 turn on this bolt. So let's see if we can get some more. Let me get a camera line back up for you. Okay. So what the problem is with getting in here is that the windshield hits on the screwdriver. So if you can shave some thickness off the end of your screwdriver and still turn it, then you're going to be golden. Alright, let's do this. Get my other hand in here. And she's out. So now I just need to get the 3 of these bolts on either side. No big deal. Just spend a couple seconds on those each. And to save time, I'm gonna stop off the video until I pull it out. So just remember, get these 3 and those 3 after you get these 4 on top of the dash, and you'll be good to go. Well, actually, I say you're going to be good to go, but there's going to be 2 more under here, so I'll be back on camera to show you how to get those out. I'm not including most of the steps to pull out the center console, since mine's an air conditioning console and requires a crap ton of work to get out. But this is one step that's common on all of them. On the side of the headlight lever, there's a little hole here with a flathead screw that has to come out, and you have to take this lever off in order to get the dash out. Once you get that screw unscrewed slightly, you can pull on this and pull it out. Okay, so I lied. I don't have to remove my console to get to these front screws I was talking about. Although it does help to have it loose, because it'll probably give you some more room to get the dash out. So I just remove it anyway. But if you can see through all the mouse poop, there's 2 little screws. There's one right here that I'm unscrewing right now. Oh, I was missing it. Now I'm unscrewing it. This is spinning. And there's another one on the opposite side in the same spot. Okay, so I'm going to slowly start removing the dash. There's still a few things to do. Like I'm going to need to take off these cables. But I'm going to try and get it just a little bit free first, because those aren't tight or anything. So I already pulled this side out a little ways. So I'm going to try and do the same over here. I'm just going to reach here behind where it's kind of stronger. And it's wiggle, and it's free. You can see this guy here. Go ahead and help it over that lip. There we go. Okay, so the last things holding it on are my is the hood latch. So just simply take off that hook right there. So let's see if I can do that. So to get that off, you just need to take a screwdriver on that hook, widen it out, and then pull in the latch like that, and you can slip it off. So that should be able to go through. Okay, so I'm going to now try and pull through the hood release rod. Let's see, grab it from back there. Just pull it on through. I think I almost got it. I'm going to have to get in there and get the rest of it. Okay, so I took the 2 screws holding the heater plate out now. They're just 3 countersunk screws, sorry. 1 on the left and then 2 on the right side. So now I should be able to pull the dash out, so I'm going to carefully do that. Okay, so I'm going to turn you back off again and go to 2 hands. Alright, so here's what it looks like without a dash. Got lots of nice mouse poop. More nice mouse poop. Here's the fuse box. Here's the, ooh, that's actually cool. I've never seen it in there before. There's the cabin ventilation. Actually, there's your windshield wiper motor right there. You can see some black where I've painted before. So I'm gonna actually get in there and clean some of that up and paint it the rest of the way now that I can see all of it. And that'll help prevent rust. You can see where it drops off right over there. That actually goes down to the fresh air vent down here. I'm sure this one's the same story. Let me pull out this guy. Ugh. That's gonna be fun replacing these. Look at that, that's gross. Okay, so let's see what we can see in here. So same thing, but I bet I can also, I'm gonna tilt the camera funny, sorry. If you see that black thing right there, that is actually the heater fan. So kind of a fun fact is you can actually reach your hand in the cowl outside of the car and touch your heater fan if you angle your hand the right way. And that's why so many mice get in this car, because I mean all they have to do is get in right over there into that heater fan and then into your heater box. And I'm kind of excited to pull this out and show you guys how nasty it's going to be. It's going to be interesting.